So I was in Knock yesterday, and in this COVID pandemic, most of the time the Apparition Chapel is closed, which is fine. Anybody who goes to Knock knows that the Apparition Chapel has it has a window, a glass front, because it was built on the gable of a chapel, so you can see in and see the Apparition Chapel, which is fine. So, the Apparition Chapel in Knock is closed. Under our Irish Constitution, you can still go and pray at a chapel. So, one of the few rights we have. So yesterday being the day of St. Joseph, the only place in Ireland where St. Joseph actually appeared is in Knock. We seem to focus on Our Lady of Knock, but we forget that she brought her husband to Knock as well. So on the feast of St. Joseph, the year of St. Joseph, I decided I'd go to Knock. And little did I think, as our faith has been stripped away in Ireland, little did I think that yesterday, when you get to Knock, they would put up a curtain in front of the apparition in the Apparition Chapel, so you couldn't even see the apparition in the Apparition Chapel. I mean, it has to be the lowest of the low of the very, very low yesterday. I don't know how far this can go on. And, I don't like going around criticizing bishops or priests. But what good is there to say about it? I just think it is, to be honest, it shows an incredible lack of respect for I don't care about myself at the end of the day, who am I in the church? But for other people who visited Knock yesterday, they couldn't even pray in front of the Apparition Chapel. It was all a show. Put up a curtain, let's have our mass. Papal Nuncio, Archbishop, Father Gibbons, Father Mitchell, the small choir, and then the rest of us left out in the dark outside. Not that there were many people there. I never expected to go into the Apparition Chapel yesterday. I wasn't going to protest or anything like that. All we went is to pray. And yeah, that's Catholic Ireland 2021 for you. Where I could understand, I can understand priests and bishops not wanting to break the law. I can understand that. But there was no legal requirement, nothing legal requiring them to put a curtain up in front of the Apparition Chapel so we couldn't pray there, outside, in the open air. It seems nearly demonic in a way how Irish bishops will frustrate the laity in their ability to worship. I just think, the simple things like that could have been just left as it is. We should be allowed to pray at our national shrine outside. But I thought yesterday when I saw that, I just thought, guys, we've lost it. The Irish Church has really lost it. And that's just my opinion here. Out for a walk. And, I'm just putting this video out there. Future generations will remember it, the day that Knock was created a Eucharistic shrine, they wouldn't even let us pray or see the Apparition Chapel. And I just think it's a bad omen for the Irish Church, what's coming. That's just how I see it anyway, that praying in front of the Apparition Chapel is that something that wasn't even required by Irish law in this planet. You know, no government, no police was asking them to do that. Nobody said put up a curtain so people can't see the apparition chapel. Nobody was saying that. Nobody told them to do that. They did this themselves. They did this themselves. That's what's so horrible about it. To go above and beyond to comply with legislation that has taken the Eucharist away from people because they do not understand sanctifying grace. That's the great frustration I found. You know, that what's more to say? You know, I hope someday, you know, those who have the power and the responsibility in the church will understand they have to be channels of God's grace, and they're not doing that now. Most definitely not. They've run away from us.